And what up everybody, it's Anime Junkie, and today we're doing What If Naruto Went Back in Time Part 3, and now let's get to the video. Before we start this video, I'd like to mention the video sponsor, Beautiful Halo. Beautiful Halo is a clothing company that sells anime and meme merchandise. They have a large variety of anime merchandise, including Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and all sorts of anime. There are coupon codes down in the description box below that will give you 5% off your purchase, so go get yourself some merchandise. Okay guys, before I start this video, let me tell you the like goal for this video is 2,000 likes, and if you guys do get this like goal, I will make part 4 within the week. So by Sunday, part 4 will be out. Okay, so last time Naruto woke up from his coma and he woke up in the world, and as soon as he's done, he starts going to the library. He eats better because he wants to grow, or actually he doesn't really need to grow because the access physical chakra that came along with Naruto's mind and chakra and Kurama's chakra is completely integrated into his body, which made him have a growth spurt, so he's as tall as the Naruto in the start of Naruto Shippuden. So he starts acting like he actually knows everything, and he's learning really hard to actually graduate from the academy, because if he's automatically smart right off the bat, they were gonna think something happened, or maybe he's possessed by Kurama and that's why he's so smart. So first day, Naruto is being watched by Anbu. He's going to the library and everything. This is being reported to the third Hokage, and the next day he went to the academy dressed up in all new clothes, not wearing the orange jumpsuit anymore, which he's technically is still wearing orange, but it's not as open as the previous one. He's wearing the one that's on the screen right now. That's what he's wearing. So he goes to the academy. He actually passes the library to get some books to actually look like he's studying now. So he goes to the academy. He sits down. Shikamaru is the first person to come in because he was kicked out of his house by his mother because he was sleeping all around. So he was kicked out early, so he's in class. He looks at Naruto, who's reading it, but what he thinks is this is a new student and he's probably like that he didn't attend academy at all and he just trained at home or something. So he doesn't care. He just walks up and just sits down and starts sleeping. Naruto looks at him. He's like, "Hey Shikamaru, what's up?" And Shikamaru looks like, "Hey, who are you?" And he's like, "It's me, Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, your friend." And Shikamaru is shocked. He's like, "What? You're Naruto? What happened? I mean, like, you did skip 1 week, but you can't change this much. And you're reading a book? When did that happen?" Naruto then explains that he was in a coma for a week, and then he woke up and he wanted to study really hard for the graduation test because he wants to be a Geni, or a shinobi. Shikamaru looks at him suspiciously because he's like, maybe something happened in the coma, but there's no way Naruto can be this mature just after being in a coma. So Shikamaru has his suspicions, but he's just gonna keep them to himself until he has more proof on this, because he doesn't really think that Naruto could be possessed by someone, or because he doesn't know that Naruto has the Nine-Tails Fox, and even if he did, he would still think that that idea is really absurd and he needed more evidence to actually act upon it. So Shikamaru talks for a while. He's completely fine with it because he's really sleepy right now, and he's completely lost his curiosity because he knows Naruto is the same, but he's still a little different and he feels weird about it, but he doesn't really care. He's still too sleepy to do anything. So after a while, a lot of people start coming in. Hinata just comes in and he's like, "Wait, that's Naruto." And she's the only person who actually realizes that's Naruto because she's obsessed and a stalker. Well, but after that, everyone comes in and they're eyeing the new kid, which they think is the new kid, but it's actually Naruto. And then lastly, it is Sakura and Ino. Ino actually looks at the new kid because he has blonde hair just like her, so it's kind of eye-catching. So she's thinking like, "Whoa, this guy's hot. I mean, who's this guy?" And he looks better than Sasuke, or probably on the same level. Sakura looks at him and he's like, "Well, he's not Sasuke level." So she goes after Sasuke and just basically talks to him, and Naruto's just looking at her, is like, "Oh my god, it's all of these guys. I missed them." So the only people that do know that this is Naruto is Hinata, Shikamaru, and Choji. Choji because he actually asked Shikamaru who this guy is, and Shikamaru told him that that's Naruto, and he was surprised, but whatever, he has to eat. Ino actually goes to Shikamaru and asks him, "Hey, who's this new guy?" And Shikamaru tells her that that's actually Naruto, and she's like, "That's Naruto?" She was about to say something out loud, but Iruka-sensei came in, and then he's like, "Okay, everybody sit down. Roll call." He starts calling names and everybody gets up, and then he says Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto sits up, or the new kid, which everybody thought, stands up and he's like, "Here sensei," or "Here Iruka sensei." And everybody looks at him. He's like, "Wait, that's Naruto? What the hell's happening?" Iruka is also the same. He's like, wait, Naruto? What happened, Naruto? Why did you go away for a week? And how do you look so different? Naruto's like, oh yeah, you noticed my new hairstyle. And it was like, what? Iruka's like, no, not just your hairstyle, but your clothes are different and you're taller and you're reading a book. And he looks at all the things that Iruka pointed at and he's like, oh yeah, I guess I have to change my clothes because they weren't really suited for a ninja, and I'm also studying because of the graduation exam. When Iruka hears this, he brightens up like a sun because he's like, oh my god, Naruto's actually gonna take his studies seriously now. Yes, I'm the best teacher. After that, Iruka goes back and he's like, okay, let's start the lesson now. Iruka goes into the lesson, he talks about bloodline purity, and then he asks Naruto about a few questions. Naruto answers them perfectly, and he's like, wow, Naruto, you've been studying, right? He's like, yeah, I have been studying. And Iruka doesn't actually know that Naruto was in a coma because that was kept a secret. So he just thinks that, oh, Naruto probably took a week off and then started studying. So he's happy that Naruto is actually studying. And during this session, Naruto has actually been staring, or sometimes been staring at Hinata, because he's like, Hinata is so young now and he doesn't really know what to do. He's like awkward. He's like, what do I do? Do I still treat her like my wife or whatever? And Hinata is also freaking out because she noticed that Naruto is actually staring at her, and she's just sometimes passes out, and Iruka just ignores it. It's like, oh, she's probably sleeping or whatever, maybe something's wrong, but he just continues on because he doesn't want to make anything bad for Naruto. He's like, okay, Naruto's finally gonna study, so I'm gonna improve all my teaching and details in this lesson. So after class, Naruto goes home and he starts practicing. Well, before he actually went home, Iruka actually offered him to go to Ichiraku Ramen, and Naruto just said, oh, I just need to train and study a little more. And Iruka is happy even more. He's like, yeah, good job, Naruto, you can study, and if you do pass the graduation test, I'll get you Ichiraku Ramen, okay? Bye. After that, Naruto starts training in his physical or taijutsu. He's also practicing his chakra control because he does have the same amount of chakra that he does in the future, which his future self, but he also has the extra chakra that was left in the previous Naruto's body. So he has about let's say 3 times more chakra than Hiruzen extra onto his future self's extra chakra, which is already really large. So time skip, 2 months pass, and during this 2 months he's actually been spied on by Rock Lee and Might Guy because they've been seeing him training, and they're actually like really supportive of him because they see the hard work that he's doing and they really like the kid. And they usually come by and watch Naruto's taijutsu training to get motivated, and after that Naruto actually found them and talked to Rock Lee, and he became his sparring partner, and he started using weights from Might Guy, and in these 2 months he's become a taijutsu expert. He still hasn't learned how to use the 8 gates. Well, he probably will not because he won't be actually a direct student of Might Guy, so he probably won't learn it, but he still will become a sparring partner for Lee. And in these 2 months, Naruto in the academy has already moved up to the #1 position in his class. Not on paper because of his grades, he's too far gone already, but every single person in the class or the academy, sometimes they do watch their class perform because they're the clan head class. So everybody actually knows that Naruto's the strongest in the class, and everybody's like, what's Naruto doing? Did he cheat or someone, or did he just get cool all of a sudden? Shigemaru is getting more and more suspicious of Naruto, and he still hasn't said anything because he's just too lazy to do anything, and it's a drag, so he doesn't really do anything. Ino has also a crush on Naruto, but Naruto just acts kind and just kind of like talks to her, and most of the time just ignores it and plays it off. But he also actually talks to Hinata a lot more, and he tries to actually make her not embarrassed around him and tries to motivate her to become stronger by saying stuff, I can't have a weak friend or stuff, and he's like stuff trying to not hurt her feelings at the same time, but also motivating her to become stronger. Naruto has also had a really serious fight with Sasuke already because Sasuke was getting really annoyed by Naruto just getting this strong in such a short period of time. So he was getting annoyed and he challenged him, and Naruto actually accepted because this was one of the ways Naruto can actually force Sasuke to activate his Sharingan. So no one was actually watching this fight, only this was a private fight. So when he actually defeated Sasuke and was about to actually try to attack him, like kill him, but he wasn't actually gonna kill him though because he just wanted to simulate trying to kill him so he can activate his Sharingan. So he does activate his Sharingan and Naruto pulls back his killing attempt. Naruto then gets off of him and Sharingan, tells him that he has his Sharingan and congratulations, and he's like, wait, so you did this on purpose to make me gain my Sharingan? And over these months, or over these 2 months of actually thinking of a plan, Naruto decided to let Sasuke go over to Orochimaru's side and become a rogue, because that was the key incident which allows Sasuke to become so strong in the series. And without Sasuke being strong, they won't be able to defeat Kaguya. Naruto's also dabbled in some Fuinjutsu, and he's also actually make a study or a training group for all the academy students, or the Rookie 9, so he can train them and improve their skills while they're in the academy. He tried that, but some of them didn't actually agree. Like Sasuke, he doesn't really care and he walked off. Then Sakura and Ino also followed Sasuke, because Ino gave up after Naruto was just pushing her away and he was talking more to Hinata, so she realized, oh, so there too, so he likes her, and she also realized that she actually likes him too, so she didn't actually bother anymore and goes after Sasuke. So Shikamaru, Choji, and Shino and Hinata are the only people in his training group, and Broccoli's also there because they're training partners and they can help each other. So that is the end of this video, or this part. And if you guys do hit the like goal, remember to hit the like goal first. If you guys do hit the like goal, the next part of this video is gonna come out in this week, so by the time Sunday comes around, the next part will already be out. Okay, so the reason why this week is because I have a lot more videos that I have to update, and there are other parties that also supposed to come out. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for my future videos, and as always, Anime Junkie out.